Wait a minute. Hello there, morons. It's Victor and
Tomoko desu.
Tomoko, you look great today, by the way.
Really?
Yes, as always. Don't you think it looks hot? Looking hot? Check it out. Check it out. Okay, so today, as promised, remember when I did that video in my bedroom next to my wife? You saw that video? What do you think of that?
Yeah, 可愛いね、奥さん。
You see her lump in the butt. But in that video, I talked about my handshake lesson. So today I thought I would show you, and Tomoko, you've never taken my handshake lesson before, right?
No.
So I only do this for big groups of low-level students, and so today I thought I'll show. You know, and Tomoko, you can pretend to be my student. So what I do is I usually have a big class. This is when I sometimes I'm asked to do a seminar, or I'm invited to a high school to do like a one-time meet a foreigner and learn how to get some tips in communication. And one thing I always start the class off with is first impressions. So I'll say I need a volunteer. So who's the funniest girl in the class, or I'll ask a question like that, or who's the cutest girl in the class, and everyone will point to somebody, and I'll say, how about you? Can you volunteer? Can you help me? Come on up. And I'll say, okay, everybody, thank you, Tomoko, and I'll do this, and then everyone will clap, yay. Okay? So she's the volunteer, or the guinea pig, right? I usually have on the board, if I have a board, it'll say first impressions. First impressions. First impressions are very important. Two things that are very important. One thing is eye contact, and I'll make eye contact with all the students, right? And I'll say, eye contact is very important, okay? So we're going to test Tomoko now, okay? Ready? 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 And I do that. I do that. And sometimes the student matches my glance like this. And then everyone is like, wow, that's great. And they clap or they laugh, right? And I look at her and I go, oh, she passed. Good job, good job. Or if she doesn't make eye contact, I'll say, oh, eye contact's not very good, okay? Eye contact's very important, okay? Some Japanese are not good at eye contact, right? What do you think? Number two, for first impression is the handshake. And I tell them the handshake, and I usually have on the board, handshake. So it's not like a quiz or anything. But then I say, but Japanese are not very good at handshakes. For example, I'm not very good at bowing, and I show them a really bad bow. And there are 5 bad handshakes. There are 5 bad handshakes, and I say, tenkei tekina. First I say typical. So I say, there are 5 typically bad handshakes. Yes. And they're like, really? 5? And I say, yes. Okay. Then I have to prepare my student, okay? You're an American girl. Okay? And your job, when I say go, your job is just to put your hand out and say, nice to meet you. That's all you have to do, okay? Just put your hand out and say, nice to meet you. Let's do a test. Ready? Go.
Nice to meet you.
Good. Okay, good. That's good. Okay. That's all she's got to do, okay? So, the five bad handshakes, okay? So after I train her in front of everybody. I said, that's your job. You're an American girl. I'm a Japanese boy. Your job is just to say nice to meet you. I get that out of the way, and then I say there's 5 bad handshakes. Here we go. Number 1, the left to right. And I'm not even right on the board. The left to right. That's number 1, okay? Go.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Japanese, right? Oh, nice to meet you.
Left to right.
So, especially like old women will receive with the wrong hand. Right? Now I tell them, I don't know why, maybe because it's closer, right? But why do they receive with the left hand? I mean, I said, are we gonna go on a date? Are we gonna go dancing? Right? And I do this and everyone laughs. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny, right? And sometimes the student will also say, oh yeah. So students will often do that. And everyone will laugh. Okay? But I tell them, so even if go.
Nice to meet you.
Even if the left hand is closer, you want to reach with the right hand.
Yes.
Right to right. Okay? So don't shake hands with the left. Okay? That's number 1 mistake. This is called the batsu hands or peke hands. Okay? So that's not good. Okay? Number 2 is the don't let go handshake. Don't let go handshake. Okay? Let me show you. Ready? Go.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. This is very popular with oyajis. Old people, old guys, for some reason, they hold on and they don't let go. They even pull you, right? Not that common, but it does happen. And remember, I'm doing a class, so I want to keep them interested. So I tell them, remember, when you shake hands, shake about 1, 2, and then drop it. Just drop it. Just drop. You don't have to. Don't throw it away. Some students say, don't do that. That's bad, right? Just drop it. 1, 2, and then drop. Okay? So that's the don't let go handshake. That's number 2 bad handshake. Okay? Number 3 bad handshake is the duck handshake.
Duck?
Duck. Ahiru. Ahiru handshake. I asked them, do you know what a duck is? Do you know what? And someone says ahiru or kamo. Usually they say ahiru. Anyway, this is the duck handshake. Ready? Go.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Notice how I grabbed her hand like a duck. See? Quack, quack. So when you grab the hand, I like the full body all the way on hand. Okay? Not partially way, not partial, not partial. Some students tend to grab this way. And that's not a good handshake. Yeah. If you want someone to trust you, I tell them, 信頼してほしいんだったら all the way. All the way. Okay? Okay, good. Okay? Then the 4th handshake is called the zombie. The zombie or the dead fish. I like saying the zombie because I can have some fun with this. Okay? Ready, go.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
力が入ってない。やめてよもう。
So, and I do that. I'll do that. I will do that in the class. So some students have no energy or power in their handshake at all. So this is also called the dead fish, right? Because it's nothing, right? So when I tell them, I say match the strength. 力を合わせて or 合わせて match.
合わせるってこと。
合わせる。So if you're not sure how much strength to put into your handshake, match the So she's you can't hurt me. You can try. Go ahead. Try. I always let the students do this and it never hurts. My hand's too powerful. I got a good grip. Okay? I don't know why my grip is so good. Anyway. So match the strength. If they put some power in, match the power. Match the strength. Yes. Okay. So that's important. Okay. And the last one is and sometimes I say, if the students are young, I'll say, how old are you? They'll say, if they're 17 or something, I say, well, this is really a 18 歳以上 handshake. This is an over 18 handshake, but I'll teach you anyway. Because it's actually very common even with high school girls and high school guys, okay? And I call it the yarashi yubi handshake. Or the dangerous finger handshake. Watch, ready? Okay?
What did that? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay? So notice my fingers here on her wrist, right? And you guys know this, right? Some American guys, especially high school guys, normal hair, they do the little finger like this, kind of like, hey baby. So apparently in America, some guys do this because they want to have sex with you or something. Like it's some kind of message, right? Right? When we were in high school, okay? It's kind of gross. It's gross, right? Kind of gross? You're okay? She's okay. Yeah, no problem. Everybody wants it. Feels good, huh? But you know what happens is I often get this handshake from high schoolers. I don't know why, especially high school girls, and it always feels weird to me. So I say, don't do this. I say, put your fingers together all the way. Okay? So that's the point, really. It's just good form. Don't do this weird finger here. Okay? All the way. Okay? So that's the handshake lesson that I do. And then I say, let's do one correct handshake. One correct handshake.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Eye contact. 1, 2, 3. Drop. Okay? And that's it. Okay? And that's the handshake lesson that I do once in a while for big groups. What do you think? What do you think? Not just. I don't do this just for high school because they're just kind of kids. I do it for adults as well. But low-level students, and especially even I've taught other teachers who are adults and men who are not good at this. They shake hands and it's really weak. Or they do some weird thing, or they do it's something strange. And occasionally I tell them, it's difficult because they're professional English teachers at other schools, so I don't feel like I should correct them because I'll hurt their ego, But it depends on my mood. I might feel like, okay, I'll see. This guy looks like he can take some criticism or some advice. And of course, a lot of this is just for fun. But in the end, you do want them to give you a good handshake. Right? It's important, I think. And I was reading something on Yahoo that some job employers will actually not hire you based on the handshake. They said, from the handshake, I knew I was not going to
そ
hire
れに
this
よっ
guy.
て雇われない。
Yes, yes. What about maybe the bow, the Japanese bow?
でもまあ、お辞儀は3種類あるから、本当に15度、30度、45度、もう90度っていう感じで。
I don't think I'm even that flexible. So if you would like to do it, if you would like to do a lesson on how to bow properly in Japanese, please let us know in the comments. Right? Maybe you can research that.
あ、そっか、じゃあ調べて。
Okay? How to properly bow in Japanese. Okay. Anyway, that's my handshake video as
はい、
promised.
ハンドシェイキングビデオ。
Thank you for helping.
はい、1、2、自然に。はい。
Bye guys.
バイバイ。ともこです。ともこです。
Okay, very good. Very good.